Hey yo man, what's cracking on this beautiful Monday afternoon? Um, just left the gym. I am dog tired. I pushed myself. Just gym work, shadow box, hitting the bag, full work. Um, exercise I stole from Terrence Crawford. You push the sled, you do a burpee, get up and push it again. That got me exhausted, but I feel bomb. I feel explosive. Um, but this video I want to talk about alcohol consumption. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, one of the reasons why I started this page is because, just over the past year, but the past 10 years, but really the last year or two, I've really been seeing a lot of beautiful people drown uh, themselves in alcohol. And everything is subtle. It starts off as, like a social drug, a social thing to do. Then being social turns into, damn, this was a rough day, let me just knock one back. Then that turns into, oh, the Lakers are playing, let me drink. Oh, the Raiders are playing, let me drink. And before you know it, when you used to drink once a week, now you're drinking 3 times a week. Now you're drinking every time something don't go your way. Now you're drinking at every chance to celebrate. So you celebrating and you drinking because it's too hard. So you just drinking every day. And in very subtle ways, before you know it, you can't get through the day without drinking a pint, at least. You know what I'm saying? And it's the quickest killer, but it kills you slowly in any way because, like, you don't think it's bad. Like, nobody think that an alcoholic initially, like, you'll pacify it with, oh, man, I'm just trying to turn up. And trying to turn up, you try to pacify it with, man, I just need to just knock a cold one back. And like I said, you start without knowing it's controlling you. So before it gets that bad, just some advice for me. I started this, originally it was supposed to be 91 days because Psalms 91. I experienced weird breakup, and I was on the male version of knowing my wealth. If that, how females be like, I know my worth, girl. Like, I was on the male version of that shit. And I failed miserably. I made it 47 days strong. No sex, no alcohol. And I had to go do some self-evaluating. And I was doing it for the wrong reasons then. But I'm a warrior. I'm a competitor. I couldn't just let that go left incomplete. You know what I mean? So I attempted again from October 2nd to the end of the year last year. Easy. The first weekend is always the hardest. Easy. Went all the way to the end of the year. Socialized for New Year's. Socialized. And then, like, around March, my cousin had died, and I realized I was, finding excuses to drink. Oh, it's cold outside. Oh, man, damn, I miss my nigga. Let me knock one back for him. You know what I'm saying? Then my birthday came around. I really used that as an excuse. Well, you know what I'm saying? Let me just do this. I had a fight last year. I took on a 21-day notice. At the drop of a hat, I sobered up. Nutted up, still lost the fight. But I dropped alcohol at the drop of a hat. Because I lost that fight, I was still drinking, but I watched the alcohol because one thing I noticed during the 90 days, I had more energy. I was more optimistic. Those are the little subtle things you don't notice about being sober. Not being on alcohol, even if I don't want to go, I'll go to work. Being on alcohol, you find an excuse. You wake up at 3, and from 3:05 to the time it's supposed to drive to work, you thinking of an excuse, and your mind will convince you that excuse is good enough. Now you missing money. But I wasn't finding excuses. I toughed it out. I acknowledged and I loved the hard days sober. on the back end of drinking, you don't want nothing hard. You want a half day. You want everything easy. So I had limited alcohol through the summer, and then after August 7th, I just sobered up, man. I was gonna go the whole year, but after the fight, I decided to, kind of treat myself and let myself indulge and kind of chill for the holidays. But I'm gonna start the year off. Well, actually, I'm gonna start December off clear. But the reason why I'm telling you this is, depending on your situation, only certain people could just shut something off. You know what I mean? But you build on it. If you could do it for a week, now do it for 2 weeks. If you could do it for 2 weeks, do it for a month. After a month, do it for 60 days. Like, build. Because not only are you instilling the confidence in yourself to restrain from something for so long, your body gets used to not having it in your system. Like now, you got to think, in the past year, I did 290 days plus roughly 21 days. I've did damn near 7 months sober. And my body can tell I get drunker quicker. I have hangovers. I've never had hangovers. And I don't like none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? The first 90 days, I was noticing how my attitude, how my psychology was about life on drinking. Things was harder. I wanted things to be easier. Now, the second 90 days is telling my body, because your liver repairs. You know what I'm saying? The body gets you, especially, I fuel my body right. I drink water. My only kryptonite is my drinking. You know what I'm saying? But the feeling of being healthy, like you realize how sorry a hangover really is. You know what I mean? When before you just like, you might drink to get over it or whatever. But once you get back to being healthy and you get up for your run or whatever, you like, damn, like, why did I do that to myself? You know what I'm saying? On top of the wages that you're losing. So like I said, like, man, like I said, it takes a certain type of person or a certain incident to make you 100% stop cold turkey. Sometimes you have to stop cold turkey, but build, like go a week, go a month. You know what I'm saying? And give yourself a week in between. Or keep going, you know what I'm saying? But be realistic with yourself so that way you can meet these goals. Don't say, I'm going to be sober for 6 months and you've never tried it before. And when you fail after 30 days, you're looking at yourself and the devil is making you think that you're a loser. You know what I mean? But just word of the wise, man. Because in my own Bible studies this morning, I was looking at alcohol consumption. And the scriptures say nothing is wrong with alcohol but drunkenness. And that's the subtle thing about alcohol. You don't realize you're a drunkard. You start social, then you make excuses, and then before you know it, that's the deadly thing about alcohol. Before you know it, you need a drink to get through the day. You can't get through the day without a pint. So that's why you really got to keep it in check. You want to have it in control. And I abstain for this, even during times when my drinking ain't that bad. Like last year, my drinking wasn't bad. This year, I had slowed down significantly, and I just decided just to shut it off. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, man, I'm cool on drinking. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all just stay blessed. Just a tip to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just have a good day. Have a good Monday.